So what is the normalization? So take an example. You know all how a database is looks like. A database consists of the table. Consists of the table which has rows and columns. The rows which we enter, it is known as entities, and columns which we are going to enter, that is known as attributes. So each and every database are related, or it is proper, or we say a relationship is being done with the help of a attribute. So that is what we call as a database, right? So today let us learn what is this normalization. Before that, I'm going to add up some of the tables over here. So then first you understand what is that. So always what we require in database, we require a database without redundancy or duplication. Without redundancy or duplication. So say for the example, you have a student table known as student. It consists of different attributes like student ID, student ID, student name, okay, marks, the department name, building, and room number. So where this table exists means this exists in the engineering colleges or a master's colleges, where you are going to see. Here I am going to enter some of the names, some of the IDs like 1 XYZ, marks is 20, department is CSE, building number is B1, and room number is 101. Same way, again I am going to write 2, marks is 30, IS B1 101. Same again I am going to write 3 as F30 CSE and B1 101. So any data or anything I am going to insert in my database means I am going to upload the data, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ we see a duplication over here like this. This is known as a column row to row wise duplication. Okay, so what happens here is ನಾನು ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಡೇಟಾ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I need to enter complete set of data. But I can't enter a single data which is present in this item. So if I need to enter only a department name, here I should enter a ME mechanical department with building 2 and 103. So see here, ಈ ತರ ನನಗೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಕ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ I have different entries to be done. So this is known as insertion anomaly. So when there is a error while making an insertion, such kinds of insertion is known as insertion anomaly. So when for example, if you need to update, this CSE building as 102, each and every place wherever we have CS department, you should do this, right? So this is also complicated. So this is known as updation and deletion. So whenever I am going to delete means I am going to remove this data, the data will be removed. So which means that ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಗ CS department ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ CS department ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. So it means that it takes lots of work. So what happens here is where this normalization works is a normalization means a normalization is the process of removing a redundancy. The process of removing a redundancy is known as normalization. So what is the normalization means? Here for example, we have twice CS and B1. So this thing here only till this we require, and this thing we can be changed. Nam redundancy na change ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಯಾವ database proper ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ when you have a proper redundancy, ಅಂದ್ರೆ duplications ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. That is known as the process known as normalization. So what is a normalization? A normalization is a process of organizing the database in a proper set, organized database in a proper set without having any duplication. That is known as a data normalization. So what we can do over here, in this we can create two tables. Okay, we can create two tables such that you have two tables as student and department. So a department consists of a unique ID called as department ID, like DID. So by this we can achieve the normalization. So how we can achieve the normalization? Let us see. So first, what is normalization? You should understand. It is the process of organizing the data in a database is known as normalization. It includes creating a table and establishing the relationship between two tables according to the rules. Creating a table and establishing the two tables establish relationship between the two tables according to the rule. So such kinds of things are known as normalization. So in problem ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we are working on a larger schema in the database. So how a database must be there ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ your database must be so simple that each and every person who comes into the database, he must understand those data. Such kinds of tables are known as normalization. So what happens in the normalization? So in the normalization your redundancy will be recovered. Okay, it makes a database more flexible by eliminating the redundant and inconstant dependencies. So eliminate redundant and inconstant dependencies. So what happens here is, so ಇವಾಗ ನೀವೀಗ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರೂಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಡ. ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಬೇಕು with a single stretch. So what we do, we are going to just divide this table into two set of rules, two set of tables, and we are going to apply on that. So what happens by that? By that your table will be very flexible, or your database will be very flexible, and it is very easier to use. And if there is any problem regarding the set of instance, also you can carry on. So that is known as the normalization. So the rules in the normalization is known as normal forms. The rules in the normalization, rules in the normalization is known as normal form. So we have four types of normal form. First one is one normal form known as first normal form. First normal form. Second normal form, and third one is third normal form. Third normal form, and B, C and F. BCNF, boycott normal form. It is known as boycott normal form. Okay, there are four types of normal forms. One is first normal form 1NF, second normal form 2NF, third normal form 3NF, and boycott normal form BCNF, boycott normal form. These are the normal forms, or these are the rules at which we are going to create our database. So this is mainly depends on a relational model. So RDBMS, relational database management system, on which where we in last class itself I have said how a database is related. Database is related based on the attribute name. So before this you learn what is how we can do this, how we can reduce this normalization or reduce this data redundancy. So we have one concept known as primary key. Okay, Then known as primary key. What is this key? A key means it is an attribute such as SID or SNAME or something that is known as the attribute. Here what we do is we are going to choose one kind of attribute which is not duplicated, or and it should have a unique thing. Such unique key is known as the primary key. So unique key in a table is known as a primary key. So what is the use of unique key? The use of unique key is the primary key always sets the data uniquely, like 1, 2, 3 or 4, and it will see that the data must not be repeated in any column. So that is known as the primary key. So once if you set the primary key, which means that it will remove the duplication. Once if you set the primary key, it means that if it will remove the duplication. Same way, you have one more concept called as foreign key. What is a foreign key? A reference key. A reference key in a table is known as a foreign key. So reference key andre reference means a key or attribute which is primary key in one table. Like for example, I have a student STD, student table and department table. Okay. So the relationship here is I should relate the student department to the student. Okay. So what I do, I will enter the department ID as a primary key, and what I do here is SID, SNAME and DID. So what happens here? The DID is the primary key of table department. DID is the primary key of table department, which means that this student has a relation with the department. Which means that the student has a relation with the department. Such kind of key is known as foreign key. So what is a primary key? A primary key is the unique key where the if you describe a primary key, it will see to that any data which is present in your entity will not be repeated. Any data which is present in your entity will not be repeated. So such kind of key is known as primary key. So what is the foreign key then? A foreign key is the relationship between a main table and other table, or it is a reference key which gives the relationship between one table to another. Now, say for the example, if a student he should find if we need to prove that he is a unique, what we should do? We should take his some unique IDs like Aadhaar or PAN card number or voter ID or passport ID or some kinds of things. So these data are the subsets of a person who we say he is a unique one. For example, ivaga name na ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ we may have a same name person who is there, like someone like XYZ. He may be somewhere also in one more column as XYZ, so that we can't take a name as a unique thing. But those things whichever we say are unique, Aadhaar card number, it will not be repeated. It is unique for one more person, given by PAN card number or a voter ID number or a passport ID number. So these attributes are known as candidate key. So there are three main types of keys. One is primary key, second one is foreign key, and the third one is candidate key. So this candidate key, what does it do? The different attributes which tells that this person is unique. Different attribute which tells that this person is unique. this is done with the help of the candidate key. This is done with the help of a candidate key. So what is a candidate key? A candidate key is a thing which tells that the attributes which may be utilized when a person to identify a person he is unique or not. This is about the different kinds of key. Why I explained here is because a normalization is mainly done with the help of those keys. Normalization is mainly done with the help of those keys. So we can discuss that later also. Okay, what is that? So hope you understood what is the normalization, right? You guys understood, right? What is normalization? So now let us move to the different types of normalization. First normalization, second normalization, third, and DNF, BCNF. So let me give you an idea. Once again, I'm going to give you an idea what is this normalization is actually. Okay. So for example, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾರು ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. You are creating a database for a student. Okay. So the different type of attributes will be SID, SName, marks, department, room number, and building. So you are going to enter some of the data like 1 ABC, marks as 30, department as first PU, like first PU, room number as 101, building is B1. Same again 2 GEF 30 or 20, second PU 102 B2. 3 GEF 10 BCA 103 B1. Again same 4 HFK as maths as 20, department will be BBM 104, room number as B3. This is how. So now what happens here is we will come across with 3 anoys. Anoys here is it is known as some errors. What are those errors? So when we speak about an annoy, here an anomaly here we get come across the insertion annoy. Insertion annoy. So what is the insertion annoy? Suppose I need to enter only a department name like BCom 104 as B1. BCom 104 as B1. But this database we are going to use in a large schema. We are going to use a large schema database here. So what happens here is if I need to enter only the department name, also it will not allow because we have different kinds of attributes. So we can't keep null. We can't write a null in this attribute. So whenever you do this, it will turn to insertion annoy. So which means that it will not leave us to insert a data when it is been present. The second one is updation. So what does the updation mean? Updation means if you, for example, you should update the room number for BBMS 105. So wherever there is a BBM, you need to update that again and again. You need to update again and again in any kinds of table. Such annoy is known as updation annoy. So when you delete, so if we can't delete a single set of entity, we should delete complete row. We should delete complete row. If you delete complete row, there may be a chance to lose different kinds of data present in a database. Such annoy is known as deletion annoy. So to overcome these annoys, so to overcome this database, we actually introduced a concept called as normalization. So In this, we have three types. Let us discuss first normal form first. First normal form. So what does the first normal form say actually here is the we say that table is in a first normal form when we doesn't have a multiple set of entities, multiple set of values. Say for example, building B1 and B2. So this kind of fashion is known as a multiple set of data. Okay, so when we say this table is in a this table is in first normal form when we doesn't have the multiple set of entities. The first rule is we should not have multiple value. We should not have multiple value. Okay. Next, second one is the every column in a table must be unique. The every column in a table must be unique. So say for the example, in a table only one SID must be there, only one name, marks, department, room number or building. Each and everything must have only one. It should not have multiple sets of data. Third one, here it should have a same domain. If you are going to use the integer as a data type, there must be only integer, but it should not have 4ab like this. It should not have anything. Or if I say if you are using a varchar, you should use only varchar. It does not use some other symbols and all. The same way, if the database must have, if the domain is same till the end of this record, till the end of this record also, the domain must be the same. Like if you say integer, then the domain must be integer itself. If you say varchar, then domain must be varchar itself. It should not change. The fourth one is the order doesn't matter here. That first SID ne ಬರಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ SName ಮೊದಲು ಬರಬೇಕು ಆ ತರ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. You can write anything, but however organization must be there means one, it should not have a multiple value, it should not have a unique ID, it should not have a different domain, and fourth rule is no order rule. Fourth rule is it does not have any order. So such kind of if this rule satisfies, then we can say that this is in a normal form. This is in a first normal form. So let us check how we can do that first normal form. Let's check how we can write a first normal form. How we can create a first normal form. Okay. So what are the rules? What are different rules over here? We have the different 4 rules. That is, first, there must not be any multiple value. Each and every column name must be unique. There must be a proper domain, and there is no proper order to set the data. When you do that, it means that it has a proper sequence. So say for example, here I am going to create first table. First table as student. Without a normalization, okay? They are not going to apply a normalization here. So it will create SID, SName, and subject. SID, SName and subject. Okay. So here I am going to update 401. Subject as max. Again 401, 402 as max. So this is the table which doesn't have any normalization. So check out here what I did. I have created one database table known as student, which has the attributes of SID, SName and subject. But what does the normalization say? A normalization says that you should have a unique value. So say for example, you should have the unique values. It should not have any redundancy. Say for here you can check out a max is repeated twice. A max is repeated twice, and your SID is repeated twice. So which means that this is not in a normal form. So first thing, how I can duplicate, how I can remove this duplication is by applying the SID as the primary key. When I apply the SID as the primary key, it will not leave you to insert the same values over there. So what you should do, you should change out the values. Only then you can apply. And what happens here is, here again and again if you type if you write a max, it is burst, which means that it is going to lead the duplication. It is going to lead to the duplication. So how we can do this? Duplication. So how we can do this? Okay. So in the above example, S name called as Akash is repeated twice. So SID is repeated twice right here. So like for example, here SID or S name known as Akash is repeated twice, and subject Max is also repeated twice. So this violates the first normal form. What does the first normal form say? You should not have any multiple values. Say for example, if I add one more thing. So if I add one more column called as phone number, like P1, P2, P3, P4 and P5. Okay. So what does it say? It should not have multiple values. Second thing is it should not have a repeated values or duplicate values. Third one is you should use a proper domain name. Fourth one is there doesn't have any orders order. So this here, when you see this table, it violates the first normal form. What does it do? It violates the first normal form. So how you can reduce that? So you can reduce this by creating different table. So you can reduce this by creating different table. How? How you can create different table? Same for example, we write SID as the primary key and SNAME and phone number. Phone number 1 and phone number 2. SID is 401, 402, 403. Okay. SNAME as our phone number and SID, subject ID or sub ID. Okay. So here what happens is 403, 404 like ABC, DEF and EFG. Phone number as P1, P2 and P3. Subject ID 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So again we can create one more table called a subject. One more table called a subject. Here inside the subject we can write as SUB, ID and name. This will be primary key. 1 max, 2 physics, 3 CS. So this will satisfy. First normal form. Okay. So check out there. So what happened here? We divided this table into two sets. So by this we removed all the duplications. Okay. So how means? Here in the previous table, you found twice the S name is repeated and twice the subject is repeated and twice the phone number or multiple phone numbers has been repeated. So what we did, we just divided that same table into two parts we divided that as one as subject, student name, student, and second one as subject. So here SID is the primary key in a student table and subject ID is primary key in a student table. What I did, I used my subject ID as a foreign key in a student table and I completed my work. So this is how we will satisfy the one norm form. So what is that? So one norm form doesn't have any repetition values, any multiple values, and each and every column has a unique thing, and there is no repeated or duplication entity entry present here. This will satisfy the one norm form. This will satisfy the one norm form. The is same as your first normal form itself. Okay. So what does it do here is here always it says that you should always first satisfy the first normal conditions. So what are the first normal conditions? The first normal condition must have a unique value. A first normal condition must have a unique value. There should not be any redundancy in a given thing, and there should not be any repetitions, and the domain name must be same, and there is no orders. Those orders or those rules must be satisfied in the second normal form. Here there must not be any partial dependency. Say for the example, you have a relationship as f of a, b, c, d, and e, and f, and f. Okay. So here what happens here is a comma c comma e are candidate key. Okay, A comma E comma A, C and E are the candidate key. Okay, so what happens here is A will be related to B. Okay, it is a subset. Here A can be related to C or A can be related to D, and C can be related to D and C can be related to E. E can be related to D and E can be related to C. Okay. So what does this mean? These are the relationship which I am going to write in a given alphabetic order. But F is not related to anything. So what does it say means this is said as non-related item. Non-related item. It is a non-related item. So what we say here is here. Wait a second. So here this is said as a non-related item, which means that there must not be any partial dependency of any column on a primary key. So here all the data which are been written over here will be dependent on a primary key. But one key which is not dependent on a primary key, you should not have any key which is not dependent on a primary key. Next is it means that the table has a candidate key. Each column in that table is not a part of a primary key. Must depend on entire candidate key for the existence. So ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ each and everything each and every data which will be dependent on a primary key. But the data which you have on write in the table, right? It should not be a part, or it should not ಟಚ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕೀ ಯಾವ್ದು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ವೋ ಆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಸಚ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ known as 2NF, 2 normal form. Clear? So how we can let us see with an example. Okay. So what happens here is library ID, sname, issue ID, issue name, and book. Okay. these are my attributes. Here I am going to add as so what happens here is in above table we call a library key as a candidate key, which means that it has some relation between a S name and issue name. Okay, so issue name on a primary key as a primary key, library ID and issue ID as a primary key. Here what happens here is this one and this one is the primary key. Okay, so what does it say? What does the two normal form say is you should not have two primary keys in a single table. We can say that you should not have two primary keys in a table. Like S name is only dependent on a library ID. So what happens here is here this S name is dependent on a primary key or called as LID. Okay. Next here is the name is dependent on a issue ID. Issue name is dependent on a issue ID. Here, issue name is dependent on issue ID. But book name or book name is there, right? It is not dependent on either library ID or issue ID. So, sir, that is known as a partial ID, or that is known as a non. It is that is the no. It is not a part of. It is not a part of given books, or this is not a part of given table. So what we should do here? Here to reduce the library name to reduce this library name, we should break this again one more table. So what happens here is ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನಾಯ್ತು tables ಅನ್ನು describe ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. So in that if the unique one you have utilized and other thing you have removed that. So what happens here is when you have this kinds of things andre when there is one non-partial data or non-partial attribute which is not a part of any of the key, you should remove that and you should do a different table. So like what happens here is now like student has LID and name as a separate table, as a separate table. Next again one more table of issue one more table of issue which has issue ID and name, and we are going to create one more table for book. So we are going to create one more table for book. One more table called as a book which has LID, issue ID and book. So here each and every table will have its own entry. Say for example 101 Rakesh, 2 Sakshi, 102 as a Sakshi. Okay, so next table here issue ID 10 11 for one name. Here library ID 101 10 C++, 102 11 Java. So this is how a second normal form works. So here what happens here is here the redundancy has been removed and it is broken down into two parts. So what is the redundancy? Which means that each and every table or each and every attribute in a table has some of the relationship between one each other. Like library ID it has a relationship with S name, and issue ID has a relationship with issue name. So where book is separate, which is known as a non-partial data. There is not a partial thing. So what we should do? We should to remove that redundancy. We are going to create 3 tables in which SID, library ID and name is separate, issue ID and issue name is separate, and book ID and book for a table of book also it is separate. This here it satisfies the second normal form, which means that it doesn't have any unique, it doesn't have any duplication. All the tables which has a unique name and each and every data, there is no multiple data or there is no multiple kinds of things. It is been satisfied. So this is what we call as the two normal